Guys, it's that magical, magical time of year, the Criterion Sale. Let's go. Summer's here, pretty excited, and everything awesome that comes with summer is the Criterion Sale. Super stoked to be going to it in person. Pretty sure this is the first time that I'm doing the Criterion Sale in person. Pretty sure. I've always just ordered online. If I have done it in person, it was maybe like once by accident. Like I just happened to wander in like some Barnes & Noble somewhere that it was going on. Something like that. Whoa. It's 11 in the morning right now. Good morning. So before we... Seriously? So before we head over to Barnes & Noble, the main attraction today, I made a pit stop here. I'm actually at my local library. My library has like a little store that's inside the library, and they sell used like books, but they also have vinyl and CDs and movies. They got DVDs. They claim they have some VHS, they said, for today. There might be a Blu-ray in there, here and there, whatever. And it's half off today for the sale. Everything's half off. And everything's already cheap. Everything's already like a few bucks only per item. So I wanted to come check this out. I haven't been to this. They do this like every month or whatever. And I haven't been to it in a long time. So I'm excited to check it out. And little PSA, but support your local library. It's free to sign up. It's free to get a library card. Most libraries have an entire movie section that you can rent movies for free. Here's some footage of me doing it like a few months ago. And it was like, honestly, like a surreal experience because it's basically the Blockbuster experience. My library has a pretty sizable selection. Like if you don't want to spend the money on streaming and you don't have like a lot of physical media at home, the library is an absolute perfect option. I mean, there's tons. I mean, I'm just speaking from my personal experience, but tons. And like, that's awesome. And maybe if you're like thinning out your collection a little bit, I also recommend donating your stuff to your local library so they can grow their selection for others, because like, that's awesome. And like, there's like a whole movement out there to get like video stores back, or like wishing they would come back. In my opinion, still here, and it's free. Like, that's insane. So support your local library. Go check out their movie section. I can't recommend it enough. But all right, we're gonna go inside and see what we can find. Excuse me. I had a question about a magazine. Found some VHS. What is over here? Clean copy.
I had a decent enough days, and make some space for next month.
That's good. That's good.
All right, and we're back. Successful trip inside the library. I got 4 VHS, 4 DVDs, and I only spent $4. My grand total was actually $3.50, and then I just donated the 50 cents. There's a lot of Steven Seagal in there. Somebody donated their Steven Seagal collection, because I think I got it on camera. There's a lot of VHSs of Seagal. There was like 4 of them. And then in that other room with all the DVDs on the shelves, there was quite a bit of Seagal in there too. And then there was another shelf section that I didn't get to film because it was like, there was 2 people kind of hogging it at first, and then the cashier was like right like facing it, so I just didn't film that section. But I had like bins that I had to like look through or whatever, and I found some stuff in there. So some interesting stuff, some cool stuff. So we're gonna check that out later, what I got. But now we are heading over to the main event. I'll see you there in 1 second. Let's go. Stray dogs, they got a bunch that I already have. That's on me. You know, I do not have Thief. I don't have this. I know this is a popular one. Alright, maybe. Universal getting in on this too. Just a bunch of, like, you know, studio titles. But what are these prices, man? Look at this one. Galaxy gonna be $60, and it's half off, so it's 30. This is a DVD. What the hell? Oh man, it's a beautiful sight. Good God. Where do I start? This one right here. This is tempting. It's only 40 in the big case, I guess because it's a regular Blu-ray, but it's tempting. Interesting. Don't have that one. This one's been on my list for so long. It's Kurosawa. One of his non-samurai movies, but I've seen some stuff on this movie. It looks really good. I already have this, but highly recommend. Pick this up if you don't have it. It's one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time. Also highly recommend this movie. Very enjoyable. We saw that one over there. Yo. Tempting. Alright, I mean, this video could be long as hell, but it's just me pulling something out. Just being like, oh, that looks interesting. And we're out. Man, it's hot in here, but I don't want to have the windows open. But anyway, successful Criterion Sale. So I set myself a limit for 3, and I found 3. But then that thing happened where you find a really strong 4th, and it's like, ugh, I really want it, and I don't want to put anything down either. So, man, the 4th thing I found too, I was looking up stuff about one of the movies in the set, because it's a double pack, and one of the movies I really want to see, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So I got 4 on the haul. So it feels kind of bad that I broke the limit I set for myself, but at the same time, I'm pretty stoked with all 4 that I got. So overall, a successful run, and it was a lot of fun to do the Criterion Sale in person. Like, just like when me and Johnny came here for the Arrow sale, doing it in person is just so much better than just clicking and buying online and then you have to wait. Like, I'm going to go home today and watch at least one of these. Probably going to be that 4th one that I bought, honestly. So I'm pretty stoked, pretty excited. So I'm going to go grab some food, and then in just a few seconds, I will see you guys back at the house. All right, mic check, 1 2 1 2. That's right. Whew, we have one of these. Oh boy. All right, so pickups, here we go. Before I go over anything that I picked up today, I want to show you guys some recent stuff that I got, because there's some pretty cool stuff here. Thrift store that doesn't have a whole lot of movies, but pick this one up though, because why not? Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were Rabbit. I've seen this. It's very good. I love Wallace and Gromit. Honestly, they're just like a lot of fun. These are from Disc Replay. The Howling on 4K, and they had it very cheap. Streets of Fire, which is one I've had my eye on for a while, and I still don't 100% know what this movie it even is, but that artwork has always stuck with me because this was like a pretty good price for us, I think. This is the Shout release, the Jackie Chan collection. They did 2 volumes of it, so this is volume 1. Yes, volume 1, which has Killer Meteors, Shaolin Wooden Men, Kill with Intrigue, Snake and Crane, Arts of Shaolin, Dragon Fist, Battle Creek Brawl, and Dragon Lord. I think I've only seen 2 of these, because this is, I think it even says so. Well, it's early in his career, 1976 through 1982, so this was like before he really hit his stride. But then the really cool pickup for the same price is a single movie though. But it's an Umbrella release, which is a boutique label. First of all, just look how cool that looks. Before I even read the title, it's The Resurrection of the Golden Wolf. And apparently this is like a hugely influential movie. The style of the main character, he looks like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Umbrella is like one of my new favorite boutique labels. I've gotten a few releases from them now, and they haven't let me down. Really cool stuff. Let's do today's pickup. So we'll start with the library. I'm going to start with VHS. These were all 50 cents each. It's like something in my eye, which is crazy. So I believe I showed this. This is a very clean copy of Speed. Super clean. This one I picked up for 3 reasons. Number 1, the cover art on this thing. Look at that. What the hell? It looks like somebody drew this with colored pencils or something. Reason number 2, the old price tag that's still on there. It's from a store called Venture, which does not exist anymore, but they lost to Kmart back in the day. That's what Venture was. It was basically a Kmart, a Walmart, a Target type place. And then third reason I bought this, I've never heard of this. What the hell is this? The Magic Sword? What is that? I've never heard of this. It's a sealed copy of this VHS too. So this next one I think I did show off quite a bit in the in-store footage, but they had a lot of Steven Seagal, which was really funny. I picked one up though because I was like, yeah, Seagal, he belongs on VHS in my mind. So I picked up Hard to Kill. Again, a fairly clean VHS copy here, but an all-time classic from the 80s, Princess Bride. Why not? Had to grab it. So look at all that text on there though. And then I got some DVDs from the library. This was my not the first, first DVD find. It was in their like back room thing that you could also look in. Random ass find. Where else would you find this? I don't know, but like I found it at my local library. Shaolin Soccer, and it's an import DVD of it. I don't even think there's English subtitles for this. On the back, it just says closed caption, and it just says traditional, Chinese traditional. That's it. That's all it says back there. It's a DVD about photography, and I studied a little photography in college, and it's a passing hobby of mine. I mean, I take pictures on my phone. I mean, who doesn't? But I don't have fancy cameras or anything, but figured why not check this out. A Glimpse of Life, the Pulitzer photographs. So I don't know, it might be cool to just kind of throw it on, and I think I've heard of this movie. I mainly picked it up because of the 2 main stars. It's rated R, and I'm pretty sure this came out in the 90s. Yeah, it looks like 92. Deep Cover. Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I didn't know I needed that pairing in my life, but hell yes. And then this, unfortunately, once I left and like was in the car and stuff, I realized that they undercharged me for this. Not my fault, I guess. I did donate my change to the library, so because this has a specific sticker on here, but she gave me the normal DVD price of $2 on sale for $1, but this has a sticker for $4, and this should have been $2. So I'll get them back. It's the first season of Johnny Quest. I remember watching this on Cartoon Network in the 90s, early 2000s. Whenever they would always show this like late at night. This was like one of the, I want to say this was before Adult Swim. They were showing this like late at night, and it might have been on Adult Swim or Toonami, or I think it was on Toonami at a point too. But my dad's a big fan of Johnny Quest, so I was like, I don't remember anything about it. I remember watching it, but I don't really remember anything about it. So, all right, and then the awesome big pickups, the Criterions, because everyone always talks about this movie, Thief. This is like a must-have type of thing. It's Michael Mann's first movie. I believe this is set in Chicago. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. This one, I've been curious since it won Best Picture. Always heard good things about it, so it's a Mora, if you couldn't guess. All right, this one actually has 2 movies in it, but it is a Yasujiro Ozu movie. Ozu movies, I think most of his movies are in the Criterion collection, but this is 2. He made, I guess, the original A Story of Floating Weeds in the 30s. I didn't know he was making movies that far back. And then he remade his own movies in the late 50s here. So it's 2 movies on here. It's both iterations of his story. So I have quite a few of his movies on Criterion already. So add this one to the collection of Ozu movies. So can't wait to check them out. And then that should have been it. I should have stopped there, but I saw this other 2-pack that I was like, I want to get this because one of these, at least one of these, sounds super like interesting to me. So it's 2 films by Edward Yang. In Criterion speak, he's most famous for Yi Yi, which I have, but I have not watched that one yet. I'm very backlogged with all my stuff. I need to stop blind buying stuff. But this has 2 other of his movies. It has a Confusion, and Mahjong. And Mahjong is the one that I'm super interested in. I've always like been fascinated by Mahjong. I think I learned how to play it at one point and I forgot how it works already. But this one's like, that one seems to be like, that's the criminal underworld, shady stuff, society underbelly type of thing. And like, I love that genre of movie. Honestly, it's good stuff. And then, I mean, the other one, I mean, it sounds interesting, so I'll check out the other one. But Mahjong's the one that I'm most curious to check out. And I might even watch it today. I'm not sure, but there you go. There's my Criterion Sale haul. Super dope to do it in person, like I said earlier. Spending money these days, though, man, it hurts. It hurts, but it's okay. Like, I'm here. He just got his haircut yesterday, so he's all ready for summer. And you have to excuse me in the wrap-up phase here and showing all this. I've been sweating. It was like mid-70s today, and I didn't have the air conditioning on at all. And I got home from doing all this, and my house got really warm. And I flipped on the air conditioning before I started doing this, but it's house air conditioning. It takes a little bit of time before it cools your house down. And I mean, it got pretty warm in my house. This might be one of the warmest it's ever gotten. And then I'm currently upstairs, so it's even warmer up here. And I turned the fans off because I didn't want a bunch of background noise for this. So it is just warm up here. So please excuse my, I'm sweating a little bit. So please excuse that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know we've been kind of slow getting the videos out. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just whenever we can get around to doing one, when I can get around to doing one. I've had some issues with my video editing software, and I think I'm going to just switch to some other software because I've just been having too many problems with what I've been trying to use. So it's a couple things, but trying to get these out for you guys because they're still fun to make, and it's great to see some of you coming back to watch us here on the channel. And yeah, it's just fun. And like, I still love movies, and I'm still buying them like here and there, trying to get deals. Obviously, was like what I was doing today. So just wanted to say thank you guys for continued support here at 31 Film Talk. And we want to be around for a while longer. We're just kind of doing stuff at our own pace right now. We do this just for fun. It's just for the love of the game. That's all we do it for. And yeah, we appreciate you guys coming by and checking out our stuff. All right, but I'm going to stop rambling and let you go about your business. So once again, thank you so much for watching our videos. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.